Hey guys, thank you for tuning back into my channel. Guys, this is a special episode that I would like to cover. And before I do, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. I hope everyone is having a great day or night, whatever timeline that you're on, guys. And of course, please, please, please make this something that you do on a daily basis, okay? Practice this with all of your mind, body, and soul, guys. Practice positivity. Being positive, kind towards one another without looking for anything in return, okay? That spirit in the background, not that type of spirit. Spirit's my dog. Guys, if you give me a sec, I'm going to put him in his cage because I forgot to before I hit the record button. But let me introduce you to Spirit, okay? And guys, my daughter named him. But it's a great name because he's such a ball of energy, as you can hear him in the background. Give me just a sec. I'll bring him right back before I put him in his cage. Okay, guys, I had to catch him. I had to kind of quick training. This is him, guys. This is him. This is Spirit, okay? Let me make it quick because he likes to get into stuff and I got stuff on my desk. But this is Spirit. Say hi to the people. Okay, give me a minute, guys. I'm going to put him in his cage. Okay, guys. So, I'm back. As I said, I hope that everybody is having a great day or night, guys. Continue to spread the love, the positivity, because that's what we are here to do, okay? And if you are not doing that and you are part of the problem, well, we are going into a new era, guys, as I would like to keep mentioning, so those that don't know can get on board. But we're going into a new era to where God is not playing around. And if you are on the bandwagon, you're spreading hatred and, causing all kinds of havoc. Well, you can just pretty much know that you're next, okay? But guys, I am here to talk about a story that I came across last night. And I have to talk about it because the mom, okay, she immediately came in and had something to say. Now, I have to give credit where credit is due. I came across this story on the North Carolina beat, and I actually follow him because he has great viral news stories. So I actually ran into this story there before I picked up on anything else in the mom coming through. Okay, after I read that news article from the North Carolina beat, and the mom coming through like she did, I decided to go and read a couple of more news articles. And I can see why, even after passing, she still needs her story told. Even though I do not condone how she did this, I don't. She still needs her story told. So that's what I am going to do, guys, okay? So I am going to set up for that, and I'll be right back. And if you don't know who we are talking about, I am going to give you a little backstory and catch you up because this story is brand new and it's viral, okay? All right, be right back. Okay, guys, so the person that we are here today, as you can see in the title, Her name is Nancy Johnson. Okay, guys. So for those who don't know this story, there is a family out of Alabama. Okay. The family, the mom and dad, are going through a divorce. And I am only giving you the backstory of what has come to this mishap, this incident right here that we have before us. But a mom and dad, they have 2 kids together going through a divorce. Okay, what I was getting, I haven't done the reading yet, guys. We're going to do it together, okay? But what I was getting before is that there is, and they did even mention that in the news article, that the family goes through domestic violence. Okay, calls have been made several times to the police departments regarding domestic violence between them. Okay, abuse in the home. Guys, I know that they were living in Alabama at the time. The dad might still live in Alabama, but they lived somewhere else before Alabama. I'm not for sure of the other state. I didn't want to go back and read any more news articles after those that I read last night, but they moved from that state, okay? If you want, you can go ahead and leave that in the comments if you like, if you know what state they left from. But they were living in another state, okay? And I believe that they were going through some things then. They actually were going through some things, to the point mom wanted to file for a divorce, okay? She did actually file for a divorce in that other state. Well, dad threatened to accuse her of being mentally unstable. So with that, mom decided to straighten up, fly right. She decided to reconcile with dad. And how dare he hang this over her head like that. But and let me not leave out, he not only threatened to accuse her of being mentally unstable, but of course to take full custody of the kids, okay? So that's why she decided to, okay, let me give it another chance and put up with the abuse, because this man was abusive. He taunted her, okay? She actually told me that he taunted her. All of this mentally unstable, if she was, it's all of this mentally unstable, if she was, it's because he drove her there and he knew exactly what he was doing, and he used that as a tactic for what led up to this. If ever she was to threaten to try and take those kids, he would have something against her. And this started in the beginning of the relationship. Grooming. Grooming just doesn't happen with kids, guys, okay? But that's where we are. So I did take some notes. I have some notes here. I've pretty much covered them all. But guys, the next thing. So when dad, they're back on board and everything I guess is good. Well, dad convinces mom to move to Alabama. and they moved to Alabama. When they get to Alabama, I'm getting that the reason why mom filed divorce in the first place, it was starting to happen again. So instead of mom even getting a chance to file for a divorce, dad went and filed for a divorce and claimed that she was mentally unstable. And what happens next, the court awards joint custody to both mom and dad. But this is the kicker. The judge cites them both that they have to go and invest in a camper. Okay? If you don't know what a camper is, go look it up. Go look it up. But the judge, and who is this judge? Because shame on you. And I said it. I sure did. Are you kidding me? But I'm gonna tell you where you went wrong, sir or ma'am. The camper was to be placed on the same lot as the home, okay? So, as they share joint custody, they don't want me to talk. As they share joint custody, whichever parent is on, that's who's living in the house at that time. Whichever parent is off, they stay in the camper. I'll wait. You heard me right? They stay in the camper on the property. So let me give you insight from a higher realm. Let me straighten up, guys, because they don't want me to talk, but I'm going to talk. I'm going to say this so y'all can see and get it for yourselves. That judge cited that the devil continued to sit in front of that woman and taunt her. That's what he did. This man was able to continue to taunt this woman, just what she told me. And she said she is not even fixing to have that because he was already taunting her to start. He was setting it up for this man to really continue to taunt this woman. She couldn't take no more, guys. It was already a cat and mouse game between the both of them to see who could win. They put the kids, they used the kids as a pawn. That's the whole down. And I'm not going to talk much about it. And I'm not going to even elaborate. If you want to know more about this story, I'll leave the link to a news story, to a news article that I read. And I'll let you read it for yourself. But we're not going to go into details here about what actually took place. Okay? But I will tell you about what she saw. And she saw her only escape out was through this, guys. That's what she saw. So, and that is not the right way to go at all. At all. It is not the right way to go. May I add, all right? Now, yes, the kids are most definitely back home in a better place. Very much so. We don't have to even worry about the kids. Trust and believe that. It's the mom and the dad who suffers right now. Because while she's thinking, yeah, she's free, she'll be free. At the same time, it's a get back at dad. That's what it is. She won't allow him to mock her any longer, and she finds this as her only way out. So let me stop and say this, guys, because this is not the way out. And if it comes down to something like this, guys, and I'm going to just go ahead and say it, I would prefer that you settle up, okay, and go on the run with your kids before you go out this way. Don't do this. Don't do it like this, okay? But Dad now, he's left with all of that guilt, all of it, every last bit of it, all of it. He's drained emotionally now, and guess who can't use him anymore? And he's just there suffering, balled up like a little baby. And he's the one that caused it all. And this wasn't a bad mother either, guys. She wasn't. What drove her was him. He did this. He caused her this, all of this turmoil. He caused this for her. He caused her insanity. And guys, when she came through, I'm talking about the word insane just was blasting. I'm talking about blasting like loud. And that's all I kept getting was insane. And of course, that's what they put out there in a news article, you know, because he's claiming her to be mentally unstable. So I can see how insane, why that keeps ringing in my head like that. I get it. Maybe she was at some point, but I don't believe she was. She wasn't. At one point in her life, he drove her there. He even drove her to believe she was insane. So guys, I wanted to do a reading, a live. Well, I'm going to call it a live because whatever I get, we're going to get together. Even though I'm seeing it first because it's pre-recorded, guys. This isn't a live. Your reaction might be my reaction, okay? But you'll see my reaction right here because I'm going to do the reading, recording live, okay? So, of course, I am using my own tarot deck here that I created. And I will have these up and for sale sooner than later. Guys, I would really like to say that this is all the judge's fault. And the guilt should be hanging over his head as well. Okay? It really should. And it is. It is. Because have you ever heard of anything as such? Be honest. If you have, please let me know of the incident in the comment section. I really would like to know where the judge said, buy a camper, and when you're off, you go in the camper. When you're on, you're in the house, and vice versa. Where is that at? That's him at work, guys. Yo, it might be your friend, but he surely ain't none of mine. But that's him below at work. And then, guys, if you don't watch my videos, if you haven't, I just spoke of the harvest moon, and I said something crazy was going to happen. Crazy things are, and this is not the only thing. I'm sure it's other things out here. This is just the first thing that we've gotten. But we'll hear some other stuff. But this is just the first. Full moons drive people to do insane things as such. And who's to say? The husband done did so much wicked to this woman. All of his black magic, all that stuff he done put out in the atmosphere, it's only just came true. It's come true, and he don't even know what to do. What you mean you don't know what to do? You the one that did it. You the one that did it. But guys, we're going to just pull some cards. I'm going to do my 9 spread here, my 9 card spread. See what I get, just see what she wants to say if she's here. We've already done all of our prayers, thanking Miles, guides, ancestors for keeping the boundaries, setting the boundaries, and keeping all of the negative and unwanted entities out and away, okay? And I'm going to light some sage, and we're going to get some smoke over these cards, and we just want to see. And if Nancy, that is her name, Nancy Johnson, if she is here, you got to keep it cute. I am not pleased with the way that you went out, with the way that you took these kids, even though they are good, okay? They're on just to their next mission. But yes, I want to know what she has to say, and she can use these cards in order to do so, guys. Okay, so with that being said, I just want to deal just a little bit more, and then we'll get some sage going, and we'll see what they have to say. I just don't want to take on too much energy, and I'm not going to make this a very, very long video, guys. I know it's already at my mark, and we still got a little ways to go. So we're going to stay short and cute to the point. All right? All right. Because I really already said everything what's going on. I've really already given you guys the reading. But we'll see, because the question is, what's going on in this situation? What did Nancy Johnson have to do with this situation? What were her thoughts? Why did she do this? Why did she do this? Why did she do this horrendous crime? Why did she commit this? Oh, Lord. Someone's in the building, because they're going to flying, guys. High Priestess in reverse. That's the first card that showed up, guys. Okay, but that's not how we're going to do this. High Priest on the bottom in reverse. Look at her. So that must be the husband and the wife. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see? Okay. I'm going to make sure y'all see those words. It's High Priestess, the husband and the wife. Okay. So we got the priest, the High Priestess. Then we got the High Priest. That's what fell out, guys. So that's the husband and the wife. Okay. And yes, they have been doing some demonic things to one another. Cat and mouse. Been playing that. Yeah, these people are not of God. What they have been doing, God is not pleased with it at all. And especially the husband. But the wife, she can't be left out of it. The mom, she can't be left. She can't be left out. She's to blame as well. Most definitely. I'm just making sure all my cards are turned over, guys. I'm going to show y'all the deck back soon as. Before I'm going to shuffle again and all that. But I just want to make sure they all turned over. See? So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to shuffle some more already. Sage them. See if I can just a little bit more. I ain't trying to break my stuff for y'all, but we'll just do it like that, okay? We just want to see what Nancy, you know, what was her thinking. One at a time. One at a time. What was her thinking when doing all of this? Death. Lovers. They're saying so far, guys. We'll get it out. Ooh, yeah. These cards are all over the place. Confusion. Let's see. Okay. spread, guys. We'll see what she got to say. The first one, Six of Pentacles. Her and the kids, okay? First card out. Family. It's a family. Her family matters to her. Most definitely. She was a good mom, most definitely. High Priestess. He drove, see, you see how that card, the first time it came out upside down, he drove her to insanity, guys. And before I was talking, she was a good mom. She was a good mom, guys. She was. It's all about her kids. See, I already see it's all about her kids. He drove her there. He drove her there. Yeah. Oh, see, yeah, she talking. Two of Cups. See? Agreement. They disagreed often. In disagreement, yeah. He was trying to take the kids from her. She wasn't having that. And then this, look, I can't make this stuff up. I can't make, can you see it? I know it's a glare there, guys, too. So, it's kind of, but can you see it? That's the Devil card. What did I just say? Okay. Most deaf. Thank you. Thank you. And we still got cards to go. Look at that. Two of Pentacles. That's turned over in the... Look. Two of Pentacles. That's turned over in the deck, guys. It's turned over in the deck. Look, the decisions, the struggles that she was going through with this man, with this demon, with this devil. He was the one. And then he want to try to wonder what, all balled up like a baby. Clean up, pick the bottles up off the floor, get off the sofa. You did this. You did it. The next card, guys, the Moon, the card right after the... Guys, didn't I say... What... Full moon, didn't I say? Didn't I say? Now, the full moon actually makes people do crazy things. If you was on my last video, you heard me tell you stay in. I gave you the warning, stay in, because when you thinking, start paying attention to, look, that's where the answers are to everything. You pay attention to what's up above. Your eyes are supposed to stay on the hill. I don't know how it go, but I do know he say, keep your eyes on the hills. And that's up. That's up. Okay? So, guys, this did happen on the full moon by this husband's. He didn't do it, but he drove this woman to all insanity to the point the full moon just tipped her over the edge. Okay? That's what happened. We got 3 more to go. Because I'm not going to tarry long on this. Because it's bad energy. That just turned over the Chariot card. That just turned over. Determined. He was determined. And she feels like, no, you will not. I will not allow you to do me like this any longer. Because he was a narcissist. He was. Look at all of this. And this is going to be it. The 8 of Cups. That's the 8 of Cups. And then we got 2 more that fell out. So I'm going to put the rest up. But she's done, guys. She's over it. She feels as though she's been released from him. She rather go through another cycle and be reincarnated, whatever happens. Because, excuse me, guys, the energy is coming up and out. I really feel like this woman, she was kind of on a path as well. So she's enlightened, okay? So she knew that her kids would be okay. You know, she knew that. And just to think about, them not knowing that they will be okay. You know, even the talk, but still the struggle that they had to endure in order to, you know, get to what she was trying to tell them about. That's what, you know, and that's why I'm not going to stay too long, because I don't want to pick up on that, because my head is actually, So I got 2 cards here. I got the Hermit card, guys, because that's what this is. She does. She feels free. She no longer has to look to the justice system to make this right, because that's really what she was doing. And she was pleading with them to get them to see through all of this. And he won in their eyes. He was okay with this, but for him, it was still a ha-ha. I'm still around. You can't get rid of me. And she thought, yes, I can. And watch this. A cat and mouse game. Guys, I saw this card before. It came out, but I put it back. This is the Empress card, the Mother card. She might have been pregnant, guys. She might have been pregnant. But this card could confirm the 6 of Pentacles. It's all about her and her kids, especially about her children. She is a true empress, a true empress of, she did what she was supposed to do when it came to being a mother. It's just that maybe she didn't find protection enough, or was something that she thought that she could overcome. And that's not her job to do, because she was looking to solve something for herself instead of seeking out what the actual assignment was. Okay? But she was a true empress here, taking care of her children. God is not pleased with the way that she went out. You cannot, what's the word? Because I'm getting final destination. You can't final destination this moment in reverse, I guess, because of course them kids, well, they were actually trying to get, yeah, I can't use fine. You can't do that. And that's what she was doing, guys. She was trying to solve something for herself, when it was actually a message that she was here, and not really a message, but well, she was here to actually deliver a message, get that husband right, okay? But he was too busy, you know, on the devil's side with things. That's why that devil card showed up, because he was playing on his playground, okay? And Mom thought she would win by doing what she did. Now, here in 3D, in his eyes, okay, in the devil's eyes, she won. She did win. She defeated Satan. She defeated him, because he got to move on. He can no longer taunt one of God's. That was one of God's. That was one of God's. Nancy Johnson. That was one of God's chosen people, but she failed the assignment, guys. That's how it goes. And until you understand, then it's going to go this way for you, however it's going. You got to wake up and realize that the only thing that we need to do, and it's just this simple, guys, and it starts with the children that we birth. He actually gives us an assignment in motherhood. We learn to love one another in motherhood. Okay? Dads, you learn to love one another and your mom loving you. And if you didn't get that, well, it already makes sense to me that this person, you know, if you got one of those out there running around like a banshee, well, it makes sense because you didn't receive any love. You didn't receive love. And I get it. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I was going to pull some other cards, but I think enough is said in this, and 36 minutes is good. Okay? Well, it's probably less than that, but after editing. But guys, I guess the lesson in all of this, be careful who you're dating. Get to know them. Get to know who you make children with. Because one thing that can happen, you can get a hold of the wrong energies, and you will be bonded for a while. And it could be years before you get out. And you don't want to be bonded like that. I'm a victim. I've been there before. I mean, and it is in our nature to go through the struggles, of course, life struggles. But you can kind of pick and choose which struggle you like to take on. And just jumping into a relationship, that ain't what you want. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it. After experiencing what I've experienced, I most definitely wouldn't want it. So I'm really talking to you young ladies. Watch who you jump into these relationships with, guys, because that X energy that starts with the S is strong out here. It's got a strong hold and a strong grasp on y'all. And once they get a hold of you, you lose it. And I really do mean that literally. Your mind, your body, your soul, finances, you lose everything because you let him come in and steal it. So with that being said, guys, it's best to kind of be careful who you jump into a relationship with. Be friends first. That's what I would suggest. And you'll find that you will see the red flags. If it's red flags, okay, you can call them cautious flags, the yellow flags at first, if that's what you want to call them. But if it's too many, they become red. Pay attention to them. You can't keep them yellow, guys. You can't. Pay attention when they become red and get out. Get all out, okay? Get out. I'm serious. Get out. Even now, I might be talking to somebody. I know it's hard. I know it might be hard for you. You're sitting there trying to figure out, but how? Well, your answer lies within you. You find you a nice place, light a candle, put on some soft music. I suggest meditation music. And you sit there and you meditate. Close your eyes. Find you a nice place to go to. Close your eyes and you let God tell you what to do next. If you in something like this, get out, okay? So guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. The energy, I'm able to maintain it, but I still don't want to stay in too long because it can be drawn out. If Nancy was here, I thank her for being here. I do, and I really actually think that she was here because the way that them cards came flying out, I knew that she was wanting to talk, and she just died, guys. So the way that the cards that was going, she didn't know how to work the cards. But my guys, my assistants, that's what they are there for, they're there to help her out. Okay, so we finally got it out, even though, you know, they were a little sloppy. The message came through loud and clear. So thank you again, Nancy. I am going to close the gate on that connection, and I like to see to it that my guys get to it, okay? Because like I said, Nancy's energy, she's still kind of in that in-between space, trying to figure it out, because it's not her calling. Even though she is of God, a believer, it's not her calling to do what she did, okay? So, guys, I'd like to thank you for tuning in for this. And, guys, let's send love and prayers towards the family of the children and Nancy. Let's send prayers that way to the family. Because it looks that she comes from a good family. She just made the wrong decisions, and everything just can't be up to her. Okay? So, guys, with that, thank you. I hope that you have a good day or night. Continue to spread the love and joy, guys. And I will talk to you later.